Hi, I'm Allie. Join me as I show you how to make the Norwegian bracelet featuring RounDuos and RounDuo Minis. If you need any supplies or even want to try it out with RounTrios, go ahead and look below the video in the description and click on the links to get back to our website there and gather up your supplies. Let's get started. So to begin our project here, we're starting at the base of this nice lacy design, and we have 2 needles on one piece of 6 feet of thread, so about 3 feet on each side. I'm using size 10 needles. You can use 11s, it's up to you. And the first thing we're doing is dropping down one side of our clasp, followed by 2 11-0s on one side each. From there, I drop down the RounDuo on the right side because we're using RounDuos and RounDuo Minis. I'm going to crisscross through this first hole. You'll get very, very familiar with this. And that's going to put the clasp right at the end of the round trio, or RounDuo rather. From here, we're going to add some of our RounDuo Minis onto the side. We're going to pick up 1, 2, and 3 of our 15s, go over with a RounDuo Mini. On the exterior of the RounDuo Mini, we're going to do a 15, drop 15, reverse the thread here, going down through that RounDuo Mini the opposite way. Nice tight pull there. And then we're going to do 1, 2 of our 11s, or sorry, 2 of our 15s, followed by 1 11, followed by 2 15s, and into the second hole of our RounDuo. So that's going to pop that on the side there. I'm going to flip over to the opposite side here and do the same thing, adding in 1, 2, and 3 of my 15s just to start, along with my RounDuo Mini, 15, drop 15, reversing the thread, back through the RounDuo Mini towards the RounDuo. Nice tight pull, 1, 2 15s, 1 11, 1, 2 15s through that round trio. When I'm going around duo, when I'm going through the RounDuo, I'm also going to go the whole way over and allow my thread to exit, clear to the end, out the RounDuo Mini, and then out the 15-0 that sits on the side. When I'm out that RounDuo that sits on the side and I have that 15 there, I'm going to grab my 15-0s in my silver color because I'm using 2 15-0s. I've got that Montana and the silver. I'm then going to add a 15, an 11, and a 15. I'm also going to add my secondary color of my 15, and then my next RounDuo Mini. So that's going to come basically out on that side. From here, we're going to link on. So we want 1 and 2 15s, linking on to the 11 that's already there. See how I kind of made that loop? We're going to do 1 and 2 15s and into the next RounDuo. And then I'm just going to let that sit there for a second. I'm going to do the same thing on the opposite side. So I'm coming out through that RounDuo. I'm going to take my needle and thread the whole way to the outside of the RounDuo Mini. Again, crisscrossing through those beads. Out towards the edge, through the RounDuo Mini, through the 15 on the edge. From here, we are going to add silver, 11, silver, blue, RounDuo Mini, two more of our 15s in our blue color, pick up that middle silver lined blue to bring that back towards the middle. Now we're going to add 1, 2 more of our blue, and then that RounDuo that sits in the middle that's already there, we're going to crisscross through. And we are now going to repeat to get to the outer edge. We're going to do one dark blue, one of my silvers, one dark blue, and then you're going to go over to that same first hole of that RounDuo Mini. When you're in the first hole of RounDuo Mini, I also want you to go through the 15-0 that sits on the outside. Now it seems like a lot of steps for this beginning, but I promise once you get going, it's just kind of nice and natural. Grab a teardrop bead and a 15 and into that RounDuo. All right, on this side here, same thing. We got to get back over to that RounDuo. So we're going to add a blue, silver, blue out past hole number 1 of that RounDuo Mini, out through the RounDuo Mini and also through the 15 that sits on the side. Doing so will give us an opportunity then to decorate the outside with another teardrop. So we're going to do teardrop, then our blue 15 back in here to the drop. All right, from here, we are going to get to our outer edge, running into our middle here. We have 11, blue, silver, blue. We're going to sew over to our RounDuo in the middle. And while I have this needle in my hand, I'll do the same thing on this side. Blue, silver, blue, over to the RounDuo Mini and out past the 15. Now my needle that's hanging out and sitting here over on this side here, we are going to go through basically and take this needle that's on the outside here, and we're going to start our X's. So we're going to go in here and we're going to do 2 of our blue 15s along with our blue 11, along with our blue 15 and through the RounDuo bead. So we're not crisscrossing through those, we're taking advantage of those 2 lines of seed beads. 2 15s, 1 11, 2 15s into the RounDuo Mini and out through the 15 on the outside. Nice tight pull, on to the next one. So see how those get nice and lined up one after the other in there? All right, and I did a goof here and I put the wrong color, so I'm going to go out and sew back out through that and change that out to a nice blue. Sometimes good to keep the mistakes on here so you realize everybody makes them, especially when it's something that's patterned. I did this sample piece with 1 color of 15s and I made a note in my design book. It also helps if you do the right side of needle here. I made a note in my design book that it would look nice with 2 different colors of 15s, and I agree, but I just need to remember to use them. Okay. So going through here, I'm going to take this off. And then we're going to do the same thing once again. So I'm going to change that out for a blue, and then we'll get ready with our needles on the exterior to start our next row. So just to show again, we're coming out the exterior and we have 1 needle on the right, 1 needle on the left. And I'm coming out through the 15 before the drop. I'm going to add a 15, 11, 15 combo with my right needle, as well as 1 of my 15-0s. Pick up my next one of my RounDuo Minis. I'm going to connect on to what's already there, adding 1 and 2 of my 15-0s. Going into that center 11 that's already there. From here, I'm going to add 1 and 2 more 15s. Pick up my next RounDuo, 1 and 2 more 15s, and sew into the 11 that's already there in the next X. From here, I'm going to go in and do 1 and 2 more 15s, just like over here. I'm going to add a RounDuo Mini. I'm going to add a 15. And I'm going to let that sit right there. Now, my needle that's coming out the other side, I'm grabbing on to that needle now. I'm going to add a 15, 11, 15 in the silver colors. Go back through that 15 that I just added, as well as the round trio or the round duo. Once I'm through there, I'm going to do my center lines. 15 with blue on each side, silver in the middle. Going through the round duo and just the round duo that's already there. Going through and adding that center line as well, the 3 seed beads. Going through the round duo on the opposite side, the mini, and out through the 15 on the opposite side. All right, now it's time. While I have this in my hand, I'm going to do my other center line. So I still have my right needle in my hand. On goes a drop coming out there and a blue. And I'm going back into that RounDuo Mini. I'm going to do my center lines again, just like I did, adding in the 11, 15, 11, and going through that center round duo. Add those center lines again, 15s, and through the second hole of that round duo mini on the exterior. While I'm there, I'm going to stick on a 15-0 because it's going to need to be there in a second when I grab the other needle. Now I go back to the other needle. And this other needle is what we're going to do our X's with. I already have my seed beads here at the top, so I just need to grab my drop. I'm going to come down through the 15 that's already there that we just added. I'm going to add 1 and 2 15s followed by an 11 silver and then 2 more 15s and go through the second hole of the round duo bead that's already there. Once again, 2, 1, 2 through the hole of the second hole of the round duo mini that's already there. From here, I'm going to sew through, so I'm coming out through the teardrop. And then we continue. So once again, coming out through that side here with the needle that I already have in my right hand, I'm going to add a 15 silver 15. I'm also going to add a 15 in my blue color because that's going to be needed. I add my next round duo mini. As I add the next round duo mini, I'm going to pick up 1 and 2 of my 15-0s and sew through the 11-0 seed bead from the previous row we just completed. 2 more 15s, round duo, 2 more 15s, grab on to the 11-0 that's there on the opposite side. Once again, 1 and 2 15s get added, and another round duo, mini, and a 15. Let that hang out over there. Grab your other needle. 15s in silver, 11 silver, down through that 15 that you just added and through to the round duo mini. From here, we add our straight lines, 3 15s in alternating colors, and through the first hole that we've already used of that round duo bead. Continue over, doing the same thing through the first hole of the round duo mini on the opposite side, as well as once again through that 15. Once you're through the 15s on the outer edge, while I have this needle in my hand, I'm going to keep using it, drop 15 and through the outer hole of the round duo. While I'm here, center line through the second hole of the round duo. While I'm here, center line, 3 beads through the second hole of the mini. 1 15 on, and let that needle hang out. Grab the other needle, put on your drop, go on down through that 15, through the round duo mini, and let's add in our little V's here. 2 of my blue, 1 of my silver, 2 of my blue into the RounDuo that's already there. Same thing on the other. If you forget what you're looking for, it's groups of 4 that get added. 2 blue, 1 11, 2 blue into the second hole of the RounDuo Mini and out through the 15 that's there. Nice tight pull, and we're back again to start that pattern over and over again. It almost looks like an Argyle sweater. I love the look of it and how much it can change up based on colors you're using. So you're going to continue kind of working that one needle at a time, finish the row, and then pick up the next needle and continue on. As you get to the end of the design here, it is time to put on your clasp. And I have my infinite clasp along with my white blue luster cab in it that matches exactly to the piece itself. We're going to be mirroring the clasp on the opposite side and making sure that when you're looking at your clasp that you're putting it on so that the clasp is facing the correct direction here. Coming out, you want your needle and thread to come out opposite sides of the middle of the RounTrio bead. Coming out opposite sides of the middle of the RounTrio bead, with one of the needles, I'm going to pick up 2 of my silver lined 11/0s, go through the clasp from the opposite way. I'm going to make sure that it's sitting correctly. Now, I like these infinite clasps because that is a soldered loop. And then we're going to, if it wasn't a soldered loop, I would definitely recommend wire guards. You're going to add 2 more of your 11/0s. And so back through the RounDuo there. And as I said before, like try out the RounTrio. It could be really fun in the middle as well too. I'm then going to take my other one here and mirror it. So going through the 2 11/0s, going through the clasp, back through the 2 11/0s, back through the RounDuo. If you were to use a RounTrio or a faceted RounTrio, just skip that center hole if you want. Give a nice tight pull. While I have this needle in my hand from the left side, I'm going to go back up through the piece, back through the clasp. This will get a 3rd strand, which is always really nice. Back through the 11s and through the RounDuo. And that will finish up our Norwegian bracelet. I call it the Norwegian bracelet because whether or not you're doing it in the bold purple and bronze and green or in our snowy colors, it looks like a sweater. It looks like that Norwegian collar of the sweater. Coming down here then to finish it off, I'm going to go from one hole to the other hole of the RounDuo with either needle. I'm going to take my needle and thread towards the back of the project. And then because they're coming out right next to one another, I'm simply going to tie them together. If you want to, you can separate them out then, burn down. The green thread next to the blue beads, you're really not going to see. I do right over left, left over right to do a nice square knot. And I always end up doing 3 to 4 total knots as I'm working in them. From here then, again, grab your thread burner, burn that thread down, and then your Norwegian bracelet is complete. This is a fun one. It takes a little bit of time, but you can really play off the colors when you change it up to the different ones. So make sure to post your pictures in our Facebook group for beading and jewelry making. Thanks so much for watching this Norwegian style bracelet. I can't wait to see what you create, maybe even with RounTrios and RounDuos as substitutes. Remember, if you need supplies, they're in the description underneath the video, as well as links to get back to our site to gather and make your card. As always, if you haven't yet, hit that little subscribe button so you don't miss anything from us here at Potomac Beads. Thanks so much for watching, Potomac Beaders, and stay tuned for more inspirational designs.